button in StreamYard. And hold on. Alrighty, we'll try this again. Apparently, I
got an ad.
apparently, I messed up. I mean, I'll wait for the ad to be over.
All right, there, we're good.
Okay. Well, you know what? We're gonna just do this starting from scratch. There's no waiting screen. I thought I was sitting here playing a waiting screen since 10 minutes before 9. Apparently not. I hit the go live button in Streamlabs, and normally Streamlabs will automatically hit the go live button in YouTube.
Normally,
it didn't. So the reason why it wasn't playing is because it wasn't live. It wasn't live in YouTube. So there's 2 different buttons I have to hit to go live, or make sure that are clicked to go live. The first one needs to be the go live button in Streamlabs, and the second one is the go live button in YouTube itself. Apparently, I didn't hit the second one, so we weren't live. Even though I had a picture saying that the connection was excellent and everything else, my preview window was showing that it was what was going on the screen. So I assumed that we were live. We were not. I apologize. You know what? That ended my streak of 1 live stream where everything ran perfect in the beginning.
It wasn't much of a streak,
right? I had 1 mulligan. We can't ever have a live stream that starts out perfectly fine right away. And you know what? I even had the name of the channel down right. I mean, not the channel.
You had almost everything right,
except for the go live part.
Yeah, well, we can gloss over that.
Yeah. Okay. So we'll start this over. Hello, welcome again to This Week with NOVAtazz Automotive Podcast, episode 23. I am standing here with my co-host, Big E. We will have more co-hosts joining as we go through. I'm sure Chris will be joining in as soon as he can.
Can I just point out one thing?
What's up?
You're not standing, you're sitting. We both are.
Did I say I was standing?
Yeah, you said standing here at my co-host, and
I could
I don't
stand
know about
up,
you, but I'm in a chair.
And see, there's one great thing about doing live streams and different things, and especially when you work from home, you only have to be professionally dressed from the waist up.
Generally.
So yeah, I'm just wearing crappy shorts that don't really care. My outfit is from here up. So we got the Smokey and the Bandit shirt today. We have Snowman on the back. One of my favorite shirts. It's old. I gotta find a new. I know that they still make them and you can find them online, but I need to get a new one.
Ooh.
I think it's a coaster. Oh. So, as if you can't tell, I'm not drinking a Yingling this week. So, for the first person that says what I'm drinking is a Yingling, they lose 500 points.
Oh.
I mean, obviously, that's not a Yingling.
Oh, hell no. What you gotta do is you gotta do that. When you do the what's in the cup part, you gotta have a ticker that goes across says it's not Yingling. If you guess it, minus 500.
Well, here,
or if you guess
what's in the cup? This is for cup number 2. The hint for cup number 2 is the drink is actually on the screen somewhere right now.
Oh.
So, anywho's, close. Pilot almost already got it.
Well, let's not get ahead of ourselves.
It's not technically a daiquiri. But we're not at that point. Keep your, otherwise somebody else is going to freaking get it before you, even though you might have had to close to the right answer. Anywho. Alright, so. Rocky start. We're good now. You know what I thought we would do?
What's that?
Play around on Reddit Automotive.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. I gotta watch. I can't do it on this computer. I have to do it on the slow one. Or we'll just have you pull it up.
Of course.
Of course. Let's see. Because I know that there's a bunch of other YouTubers, and they do a lot. They find really cool shit on Reddit. And
Well, I found that really cool thing on YouTube last night.
Which one was that?
The very particular Japanese car powered by a very particular Japanese engine with a very particular number of cylinders.
The Toyota V12?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that was pretty cool.
Different.
Oh, you know what? Why is that not typing?
I don't know.
All right, let's see. Do we have... Where is a Reddit automotive? Let's go with top. How about automotive news? Automotive news. I got our cars. I don't think I have an automotive news. There it is. It's automotive news. There's only 67 members. Are you really freaking shitting me?
Nope.
How about automotive engineering? Or our cars? You know what? We'll try our cars. For car enthusiasts. Top. Are you on there?
Yeah.
All right, so did you click top? The top one should be Shelby America is making an 800 horsepower Mustang GT500 Signature Edition.
That's the second one, but...
Well, that's my first one for top today. Did you click today?
No, probably not.
Well,
I don't have it today. I have hot, new, and top, and rising.
Yeah, I have hot, new, top, and the next top I have today.
I don't. I have rising.
Click on it. Try, and it should, oh no.
Nope.
What about the double? You have double dots? You have triple dots?
Yeah.
Try to click the triple dots.
I do click the triple dots. That's where rising is.
Oh, see, mine's not. I got hot, new, top, and the search thingy. It's got a today with a thingy, and then I can go down and click like today, last week, this week. But anyhow, it's got to be close enough. So let's try that one first.
Hang on a minute. I gotta take a call. I'll be right back.
Okie dokie. We'll just look at this then. Alrighty. So we have Shelby America is making an 800 horsepower Mustang GT500 Signature Edition. The one in the picture is blue, white stripes. Ford has already sold multiple Shelby versions of the Mustang, but in case you don't satisfy your Shelby needs, Shelby America has just announced Carroll Shelby Signature Edition versions of the GT350, 350R, and GT500. Unfortunately, I feel that they're just milking the Shelby name at this point because the poor guy isn't even here. The end of Doug's auction this week was exciting. Honestly, though, I haven't watched any of Doug DeMuro's stuff, so just kind of not in my field of spectrum of things that I like to watch. So no, I didn't get to watch it. What made it exciting there, Pilot? I don't mind talking to for what's going on in the chat. Make sure Streamlabs is working here. Oh, just the numbers? All right, let's see. Is Streamlabs awake today? We'll see if Team Streamlabs is awake today. There we go. Wow. Yeah, I would say. I mean, that kind of happens with eBay too. If you stream, I mean, if you auction on eBay, you'll notice that like the price will jump quite dramatically within the last couple minutes of the auction because nobody wants to bid before then because you end up raising the price higher than where you want it to go, and you're hoping that somebody is snoozing that else was watching it. Because if you bid up too early, too fast, it'll jump the price up way too high. All right, so we went over the Shelby GT500 Signature Edition. What is going to make it a Signature Edition here? 400 horsepower gain. He resets the timer to 1 minute every time. Yeah, that's basically the same way that eBay does it. I think it's, I'm not sure if it's 1 minute or 4 minutes. But yeah, eBay does basically the same thing. Every time there's a new bid, the timer gets reset. That way, it gives somebody a chance to bid if they're not right there. Like if you're like, especially with eBay because it's online, you have to wait for things to refresh. And if they did it immediately, well, then you can have really big issues. All right, so 40 horsepower gain of the 760 horsepower base car comes up to 800 horsepower. Comes courtesy of a bigger supercharger, pulley, upgraded cooling, and performance half shafts. The suspension sway bars and wheel studs also get updated to cope with the extra twist. On the outside, if you get special vented carbon hood, Shelby stripes and badging, and the Shelby branded hood locks. A wide body kit is optional. With every GT500 SE comes with the updated seats and commemorative dash plaque. Now at that point, you gotta wonder whether or not it's cheaper to buy a base one and upgrade it yourself, or to buy one that's already done. Because I mean, I know that's a pretty easy mod of the pulley. But the upgrades cost about 10 grand over the donor vehicle. And will be limited to 100 vehicles. So the package goes for $29,995 plus the GT500. So it's another 30 grand on top of a GT500 to have the SE package. Yeah, I saw that pilot. I didn't get to watch the video, but I did see it come up on my feed. But you know, it's bound to happen. I mean, she was pushing the C8 harder than anyone else on YouTube, so it was bound to happen. I saw Mike got his twin turbo back. I haven't seen pictures of Amelia's setup. But I know that Mike's looks really incredible. I think it was late model racecraft. Whoever did Mike's, they did a really, really good job. I think it was LMR. But they did a really good job. I mean, the pipework is awesome. Ouch. Well, time to upgrade the rods. That's what you do. You break it, you build it stronger. Hopefully she's not just replacing it again with stock rods, because, well, that's if there is even any aftermarket options out there yet. I mean, that is basically a new engine. Let's see, 2020 Porsche Cayman GT4 is a 911 killer. Don't use brake clean to clean everything. Well, I could tell you that. Brake clean is not friendly for electrical parts or plastic. The motor and trans is out. Yeah, I would assume it would be. I bet you she's one of the first ones to have that out. GMC Hummer EV revealed in New York. I'm sorry, but the Hummer is nowhere near what it used to be, and now it's even worse. And am I hearing a boop in my window? No. Alright, let me shrink him there. So let's go back to our cars. Alright, so I'm actually looking at Reddit.com, and I am under the cars subreddit. Cars dash for car enthusiasts. If you want to follow along. I did buy a 1080p webcam. I get it Wednesday. Well, maybe we need to get you up on the show then. Maybe have a special special guest with Pilot. You have to let me know. I mean, you're in my show often enough. Do have to wonder though, where is everybody else? We have 5 viewers, so it's not too bad. Let's see what else we got. $5,000 US $5,000 challenge. Find the most interesting or obscure stuff in your area. Well, that might be fun to go look at later when Big E comes back. 2020 Cadillac CT5 and CT5V first drive. Bought a 2017 CTS V Sport. Here's my review. No. 79 Trans Am hood, work in progress. I have to look at that. It looks like a stock hood. It's a stock brown, what the fuck do they call that brown? Brentwood brown hood with the gold bird on it. That's what I'm seeing. Nothing super special about it. I mean, it's a pretty hood. I mean, a Brentwood brown is pretty. I bought it because one of my Pilot channels I follow wants me as a guest. Well, there you go. I use a 1080p Logitech 920. I also have a 922, but it's the 920 that I'm using at the moment. Let's go back. Okay. Alright, so about this hood. My father was 16. He took his girlfriend to see Smokey and the Bandit. 2 weeks later, he bought the same exact Trans Am with a bigger engine. With the bigger engine, the TA 6.6. I got this for $200. Got really lucky and don't even have a car to put it on. Just a girl that wants to decorate her living room. Sorry for the dust. I just picked her up and enjoy. Oh. It's a female that wants it. That's freaking awesome. Well, $200 for that freaking hood is a freaking steal. That hood was really decent looking. It just needs to be cleaned up, it looks like. Do you ever fall out of love with wanting a fun car instead of long something basic and reliable? What do you do to fix that? What cars did we collectively lose over time, and what is the story behind it? Which racing series do you think is the most fun to watch? Need help finding my old car. Ooh, hunting for old cars. It's a 2003 Mitsubishi Evo. How would you ship a hood? Well, you'd ship it. I would box it up, and then you ship it either freight, or you can sometimes ship them on a Greyhound bus. I've shipped big things before, and it's a PETA. I shipped a whole interior out of a 4th gen Nova in a big box, and I had to ship it out freight. I don't tend to like to ship big items not local because it's a big time pain in the ass for the person doing the shipping. And then you got to hope it makes it to wherever it's going there in one piece. Why use an aluminum coolant overflow tank? 2020 BMW MB competition. Point of view cam. Nissan's 4-door sports car will soon be gone. What's that article? There was a time when Nissan Maxima was billed as the 4-door sports car, and that was pretty much an accurate description. Despite being front-wheel drive, older generation Maxima offered far more dynamic driving experience than a current 8th generation that launched in 2015. Today's Maxima is simply not what the model once was, much to the disappointment of many. Furthermore, the only slightly smaller Nissan Altima is not only newer, but makes spending more for the Maxima increasingly difficult to justify. And like the Ford Taurus, larger sedans in general continue to sink in popularity. The writing is on the wall. Automotive News claims the Maxima flagship sedan, which received a number of updates just last year, is expected to be discontinued in the near future. Can you give me any tips on lighting for the new cam? It depends on your setup. It depends on where you're at. I have what they call a ring light right here. Sometimes you can see it in this picture behind me, depending on where I have it. Just remember that you need lighting in front of you, not behind you. And you don't want lighting that's like direct. Don't use like a lamp or something, because it doesn't diffuse the light enough. And you end up with sharp shadows on your face. Sorry, I have an itch on my nose. But yeah, I mean, basically, you gotta see what looks right. Don't use, like I said, don't use sharp direct light. Use a diffused light. Bounce it off a wall first, or whatever you have to do. And just make sure that the lighting is coming from behind the camera and onto your face, and make sure there's no lighting behind you that is overpowering, because it messes with the autofocus on the camera. That's actually some tips that a few of the people that stream with me could use. I mean, Chris doesn't have anything. He's driving a truck. He can't help it. So I mean, that is what it is. By the way, if you're in here in the chat, say hello, man. I don't bite. Be nice to see some new faces to talk to. Gotta mute that. I clicked on the wrong one. There we go. And apparently my Streamlabs is not working still. There we go. Let's try that. Let's give that a second. Let's see if that updates. We did have a new subscriber that I have ability to shout out so far in the last week. I've had several subscribers, but not all of them show up on my my activity feed. Let's see. Exclamation top. Let's see if this is working still. Whew. And we do have Stuff with Cletus is back at the top of the Stream Boss, and it does look like Streamlabs is working. Alrighty. Let me go take a peek at that real quick. Oh yeah, she's right down there. Okay. Alright, back to this. Let's get a banner up here. We'll go with that one. All right. So I did bring up the top points for the loyalty cash or loyalty points. We have Stuff with Cletus at the top with 62,460, I think it is. It looks pretty small. It's hard for me to read. We got Matt MPG with 25,060. Miss Formy with 14,925. Z Outlaw at 11,850. And if you are following his channel, he did just do a rebranding. I do believe he is Old Beach Bum. I think that's pretty. I think that was what his name was. Now, we got DIY Misfit Mechanic at 11,770. Old Car Auto Guy at 312. Pilot, you are sitting at a comfy 5,102. And at number 8, we have Big E with a lovely bunch of coconuts at 4282. Me at 2,738. And Firebird Nation Chris at 2725. So that is our top 10 for the list. Why don't we give everybody in here another 1,000 points just for the fun of it. So if you're in here and you've been chatting, you'll get 1,000 points, which at this point it looks to be like it was going to be Pilot. But we'll see. Add points to all viewers. Go with 1,000 points. There we go. All right, that should bring you up a little higher. What did I say you had before? All right, I might take a second to update. We'll see. If not, I'll just give it to you. Anywho, now that we're chilling here, let's go back to our cars. I think we were looking at the Nissan Maxima. Anyway, basically the Nissan Maxima is on its way out. Unfortunately, that's what happens when people don't end up buying the car. It looks like they're going to roll out a new Nissan. Probably a hybrid. It's just the way shit's going. We're just going to keep losing gas-powered cars to the electric or hybrid variety. And that's just the way that shit's going. Personally, I don't feel like it's better for the environment. I don't feel like it's a better solution. But there's not much I can do about that or say. Because things are what they are. Where is Chris at today? In fact, actually, he'll probably be popping on any minute now. May I just check the old list here? Oh, I don't know. Oh. So, what's new in the world of Pilot besides Doug DeMiro's auction? By the way, glad to have you here. I actually miss you when you're not in here. One of the first things we notice is like, where's Pilot at today? Let's see. Elon Musk quietly revealed a brilliant plan that could completely change the auto industry. Tesla is open to licensing software and supplying powertrains and batteries. Of course! Just have a monopoly on all things that are electric drive. My first car got hit 6 days after driving it off the lot. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, life's kind of freaking boring here too. Nothing's open, nothing much to do. It's just kind of Kind of is what it is. Anyway, so just curious, my car part got hit in front of my house. They left a piece of the bumper, and I found out it was a Hyundai. Annoyed because I just got this car 6 days ago. The part I found has some numbers on it, and I was wondering if there's any way I could search them up in any kind of way to find out where it was sold to who the car belongs to. It is my first car, and this sucks. My neighborhood is pretty wide road, so I don't know what idiot could have been that close to my car. That's funny. Top comment is, talk to your insurance company. They'll probably have a paid deductible to get it repaired if you or they can't find the other driver. Next, get a dash cam, so if it happens again, you'll get it on camera and it'll be easier to find who hit you. Another thing that you can do is invest in some security cameras for your house, if possible. Have one aimed at your car. Other than that, you're out of luck. It sucks. It happens. Hopefully you can find the guy. Wow, $1,000 deductible. The original poster goes, yeah, I did that already. Deductible is about $1,000. It just sucks. I'm actually moving next week to where I'm moving would make no sense to do security cam, but definitely will get the dash cam. I feel like it was my neighbor across the street. Well, if it was your neighbor across the street, I think you would notice that they were missing a piece of their bumper. Just my opinion. Biggie back yet? No, Biggie's not back yet. See, I'm wondering, do I get better views when I don't post that I'm going to be live early? Because I feel like YouTube doesn't promote the live. I mean, it might be just my feeling, but that's what it feels like. Let's see. I mean, I think people. Okay, you saw it today. I don't think people see the notification. So I don't know. But if you want to, and feel free to, if you don't mind sharing the live stream to your Facebook or whatever social media you choose to use, that would be much appreciated. Let's get some people in here. I am actually going to share it right now. I don't know what to do with that one. Problem is I don't end up in enough places. Okay. Anywho. Hey man, just picked up a 79 Firebird Formula Coupe weeks ago, and I watch your videos on the steering column. Thank you very much for the information. Any other tips on those would be great. It kind of happens to matter of be more specific than just general tips. Every car is kind of different depending on what it's been through in its life. I happen to have a Trans Am, which is a little bit different than a Formula. In fact, my car is the one you see behind me. But yeah, there are tons of Facebook pages centered around these cars. I'm sure there's even some that are actually local to you. Yeah, I mean, if you got a specific question, sure, go ahead and ask. Be glad to answer it on here. It's kind of part of why we do the live streams. I mean, more so, it's more of just a hangout and chill, but We do answer automotive questions on here. That'd be freaking just fine. How is your car, by the way? Does it need complete registration? Restoration, or is it a good driver? Is it a little better than a good driver? But anyway, glad to have you aboard. If you have not hit that like button yet, please do. Or subscribe. I should be getting back on my TA shortly. By the way, we do have a new subscriber. We have a Gabrielle Valadiso. He subscribed 5 days ago. So we will play their little thing here. Actually, he subscribed to Twitch. Not to the YouTube channel. He subscribed to Twitch. I haven't even streamed on Twitch in a little bit. We are playing SnowRunner and just haven't streamed lately on it. But if there is an interest, I probably would do that. But yeah, we are here every Sunday at 9 p.m. Normally I have a couple co-hosts with me. It's not normally just me up here. My one co-host had to step away for a minute, and my other one should be joining after he's done with his nightly meeting. He has a meeting that he does every night before the live stream. And he normally pops in right afterwards if he's not too busy. Let's see. Actually, I don't think he has even seen the notification yet. Alright. Anyway, I guess we'll go back to the subreddit for cars and check out another story here. See, parking your car indoors versus outdoors. Why wasn't the S2000 as successful as the Miata? Aftermarket instrument panels, lake breeding trouble, new driver, my car sounds like a diesel when releasing the clutch. That's different. Top 10 favorite cars of all time. New to cars, just bought an old Camry, but I need help. Well, old Camry should be pretty rock solid. Is a rebuild stupid on my truck? Many channels on Twitch are covering the protests at night. I don't even bother with those. I'm here for my own personal, everybody has the right to protest. Nothing against that. Channel's not necessarily politically based on this channel. But I use my stream to cover automotive stuff that I enjoy. Speaking of, I am looking at picking up some woodworking tools and getting more into woodworking as well as the automotive stuff. I mean, I already still build furniture now, but I plan on building my own office desk and some other stuff. And I just like to get into it. I think it's going to be easier to get projects done, as they'll cost a lot less than they will a car. So like I said, I'm looking into getting some woodworking tools. I was looking at a router and a table saw to start, and then probably will get a joiner planer after that. But yeah, I think it's going to be cheaper to do automotive stuff. Start making some stuff out of wood. In between, hoping to be able to sell it and raise some money for the cars and stuff. I mean, hopefully people are okay with seeing some woodworking stuff on the channel as well. I mean, it's not NOVAtazz Automotive, but it is NOVAtazz Custom Stuff. And I've always loved custom furniture. What do you think would happen if General Motors bought out Tesla? I don't think General Motors has a chance to buy out Tesla. Wood doesn't like you. When will General Motors bring back Pontiac, and when will Ford bring back? They won't. Unfortunately, they're not going to. GM's brands have gotten enormous over the past decade. It just seems like they're expanding their brands too widely. They currently have 4 vehicle brands: Chevy, Buick, GMC, Cadillac. They've always had those ones. GM is bringing back the Hummer as an EV. However, for some reason, it is going to be under the GMC brand. All in all, GM currently produces 67 vehicles divided up amongst 4 brands, Chevy having 32 alone. Why with so many vehicles would they not at least divide them up and specialize them a bit? Maybe instead of producing 6 sedans under the Chevy brand, when nobody buys sedans, and 4 crossovers which look exactly the same as each other, they bring back Pontiac as a crossover and performance car brand. Now for the case of Ford bringing back Mercury. Mercury is the mid-tier brand in competition with Buick and Chrysler. Now let's look at those 2 brands specifically. Buick is currently marketing itself to soccer moms who are too good for an Equinox, but can't afford an Escalade. I will say that they are failing miserably because the old person stigmata associated with Buick. Chrysler, on the other hand, completely missed out on an upper middle class soccer mom group. They are, for some reason, seem to expect that a soccer mom will show up in a minivan. Not happening. The Pacifica sells well, but does not come anywhere close to the Honda Odyssey or the Toyota Sienna. Why? Because Chrysler is a mid-tier brand, and if you're at that point where you're going to buy a minivan, you're not going to get a Chrysler. You're going to get something expendable, which holds its value, like a Honda Odyssey. And buy that puppy used when the kid is born and sell it when they're 12 and don't make messes anymore, and you'll make a higher salary and you can afford an SUV. That's funny. Enter Mercury. Ford's Explorer is not attractive to the upper middle class mom who just sold their minivan. It's too aggressive looking. Ford can make Mercury into a crossover midsize SUV brand and mid-tier trim. Perfect for the upper middle class mom who wants something nice but doesn't want to be associated with grandma. Am I right or am I right? It's time, in fact, long overdue. Let GM resurrect Pontiac like the phoenix from the ashes. Why not start with the Firebird? I agree with that, but it ain't going to happen. But, yeah. I don't know, Pilot. Seems to me like it's just me and you tonight, man. I'll give it another 10 minutes. If it doesn't pick up, we're going to call it a night tonight. We'll try this again next week. But let's see, what else can we find here? I guess is that it? Let's see, let's go under what's under new or hot. Let's go hot. Your Marshall selling 3 replica movie cars. Back to the Future DeLorean. Ghostbusters Ecomobile. It's not an Ecomobile. It's Echo 1. And the Batmobile from Ohio federal crime case involving Medicaid fraud. Oh, it's actually the Batmobile from the 90s movies. Sweet. Let's see. Can I make this any bigger? Probably not. U.S. Marshals are holding an auction in Cannon Fulton, Ohio, 9 a.m. Eastern. Well, that's already over. 3 replica movie cars from the Back to the Future, Ghostbusters, and Batman. The auction will be held in Skipaco Auto Auction. Attendance will be limited inside of the facility to 120 people to allow for social distancing. Face coverings are required to be worn by attendees. The auction will also be simulcast to the web so people can participate without having to attend in person. Auction participants need to be registered online and can call the contracted auction company, for the access code by July 31st to ensure that they will be able to participate. These flashy cars are an example of an ill-gotten gains obtained by tens of millions of dollars that a person stole from Medicaid. Therefore, American taxpayers said, taxpayers. U.S. Marshal of the Northern District of Ohio. The U.S. Marshals routinely sell vehicles, real estate, and other assets in order to return proceeds to victims of federal crimes. Wow. Actually, some pretty nice cars. They have pictures of them here. They have like about 3 pictures of each of them. Front quarter, rear quarter, and an interior shot of each one. The DeLorean doesn't look like it's highly detailed. In fact, actually, the pictures are really, really low quality. What else do we have in here? Iconic 60s advertising art. Fitzpatrick illustrated the vehicles while Kaufman painted the backgrounds. Pontiac is featured. See if I recognize these. Oh, yeah. He's the dude that did the GTO wide track ads. That's pretty cool. So yeah, all of those classic 60s ads you see. It's a shame I can't show you on here, but I get afraid of messing up the live stream as it is. Oh, that's cute. There's a picture of a kid on one of those like 60s, 70s pedal carts, and he's all like hunched forward like he's in a racing seat, and it says, "Just a car got cool things with wheels since 2006." That's funny. I like that. Guess that's his banner art. Parking your car indoors versus outdoors. I think I already said that one. Car fell off the jack. Well, we haven't all had that happen to us at least once. If you ever fell out of love with one, I already read that one. What kind of rattles does your car has, and what's your story of finding the cause? I think my car has more rattles than not rattles. Test drive impressions, CarMax, why, how, what. But anywho, all right. I don't see anybody getting on, so I'm going to call it a night, pilot. Thank you for joining. You get an extra 2,000 points just for being here and hanging out with me for an hour. So until next week, guys. Same place, same time. I'll catch you then. Hold on, let me get pilot his points here. There we go. All right. Till next week.